Morning, and welcome to logo this way. Coffee together with Pastor Zach. Confession: I haven't actually poured my cup yet. Already off to a great start. It's Monday. It's fine. So this week we're talking about outreach. Right? We're doing our Be the Church stewardship campaign. Right? So learning out all the various ways we're continuing to be the church in powerful ways despite 2020. And this week, our focus, as we heard on Sunday, is outreach. We had worship last week, outreach this week. We are in the sermon, right? Outreach is how we help others charge their batteries or refill that gas in this crazy, crazy year. And so we're going to focus this week on some texts that share the need for outreach. And so I draw us today to Isaiah chapter 52. It's a big book, Isaiah. Isaiah 52, verses 6 and 7. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore in that day they shall know that it is I who speak. Here I am. Popular version in Isaiah. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of the messenger, who announces peace, who brings good news, who announces salvation, who says to Zion, your God reigns. I was struck by this passage this week because, well, when I think of outreach, and especially in the context of what we talked about in the sermon, I think that outreach is not just recruiting people. Come join our church, or we love to join church. Come be part of what we're up to. Also true, but it's delivering good news. Right? Announces salvation. Letting people know, even in 2020, God ultimately reigns. So I think outreach is a way that we can live out sharing our faith. God uses the church to speak powerfully in the world. If we're not reaching out with that message, how is God speaking? I mean, God is speaking other ways, of course, but we're a primary way. In fact, we are charged with the mission of outreach. God says right here, blessed are those, right? There's lots of symbols here. I don't know how deep I want to get in here, right? A beautiful upon the mountains. Mountains being a throne is usually a symbol, right? How beautiful proclaiming the majesty of God is what Isaiah is getting at here. These messengers of peace, good news, salvation. Is that not what we're up to in our outreach? When we do events, we help needs in our community. Are we not proclaiming in our actions peace, good news, and salvation? You see, when we reach out to our community and the world, through our Senate, our partners in ministry, with what we do and what we say and how we live, we're proclaiming the good news. And there's power in that, especially in a year like this. And so this week we're going to dive into the meaning of outreach. See you tomorrow.